Hello dear students, welcome to CR's digital classes. Today's topic is chirality. Chirality is one of the major important concepts present in chemistry. So let us understand it properly. So chirality is simply to define, it can be defined as handedness of an object or a molecule. Handedness is right-handedness or left-handedness. So in Greek, the word kair means hand. So this word chirality is derived from the Greek word kair. So chirality is the property of a molecule or an object to form a mirror image. When the molecule or an object is placed before the mirror, if the and the mirror image is formed, both this object and the image, when placed one above the other, are different. That means they cannot be placed one over the other. They are not equal completely. So such property is called as chirality. Let us understand chirality with some examples. So if we observe our hands, if we place our left hand before the mirror, we can see the image of right hand. Can we say that both the hands are equal? When placed one above the other, are they equal as shown in this image? They are not. So these are such substances are called chiral substance or chiral objects. And achiral objects. So chiral are when the mirror image and the object cannot be placed one above the other. Such process is called as superimposition. Superimposition is placing one above the other. So when they cannot be superimposed, such objects are chiral objects. If they are superimposed, like for example this flask, even when the mirror image when it is placed before the mirror, and the mirror image can be easily imposed on the object, superimposed on the object, such objects are called achiral objects, which are opposite. Coming to molecules, so we can observe this molecule, when observed in the mirror, it appears differently. And these two molecules cannot be superimposed, cannot be placed one above the other. They are not equal when they are placed one above the other. Such molecules are called as chiral molecules. So to understand chirality properly, we need to know the elements of symmetry. Symmetry means equal. When divided, they look equal, identical. That is called symmetry. And the elements of symmetry, what are the different elements of symmetry? We are going to see now. There are four elements of symmetry. They are plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, principal axis, and alternating axis of symmetry. Let us go into plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry is an imaginary plane that divides a molecule into two equal halves is called as plane of symmetry. It is denoted by the symbol sigma. And let us observe these two molecules here. If the imaginary plane passes like this vertically, the molecule will be equal, identical. So this is called plane of symmetry. And here also, at this plane, it will be both the halves are equal. When divided, both are equal. So that is called plane of symmetry. Next comes center of symmetry. Center of symmetry is an imaginary point which is present at the center of the molecule, and all the atoms are placed equally. The distance from the center to all the atoms is equal. So such point is called as center of symmetry, and it is denoted by Ci. If the molecule is divided at this point, if there is a line that passing through this point, then it can be divided into two halves equally, two identical halves. Such property is called as center of symmetry. And the next element of symmetry is principal axis of symmetry. Principal axis of symmetry. Axis is an imaginary line passing through a particular point or point in a molecule or an object. So when an imaginary line divides a molecule into half, and when rotated n times, n may be any number, not 0, not including 0, any number, after n times of rotation, if we get the original molecule before rotation, then this axis is called as principal axis of symmetry. It is denoted by Cn. We can take the example here. Now this molecule, after 3 times of rotation, even though after 3 times of rotation we can get the original molecule like the first one. So this is called principal axis of symmetry. Then alternating axis of symmetry. Alternating axis of symmetry is an imaginary line again, which on rotation, after rotation, and the rotated product, when it is reflected perpendicularly, it shows the original molecule structure. So that is called as alternating axis of symmetry, and it is denoted by Sn. So here we can see that after 180 degrees rotation of this molecule, we can observe the groups are arranged differently here. But when it is reflected perpendicularly to the axis, now the axis is like this. This is the axis. Perpendicular is, it is reflected perpendicularly. We can get the original molecule. This molecule and this molecule are same. Both of these are same. So this is called alternating axis of symmetry. So chiral molecules does not contain any element of symmetry. All these 4 elements of symmetry are absent in chiral molecules. So if they are absent, then those molecules are called as chiral molecules. And the criteria, that is the factors that are required for a molecule to be chiral, are it should contain a symmetric carbon. A symmetric carbon is a carbon which is surrounded by 4 different groups. There are no similar groups at all. So 4 different groups are surrounded this carbon, hence it is called as asymmetric carbon stereocenter or chiral center. And the elements of symmetry must be absent in a molecule to be chiral. So we cannot divide this molecule, we cannot get the identical molecule even if using any element of symmetry, because all other groups, all the 4 groups surrounding this carbon are different. So such molecules are called as chiral molecules. Hope you understand the topic properly. Thank you.